The aircraft has a huge load capacity and the ability to operate from unprepared surfaces. This makes the AN-124 an outstanding transport. It's far ahead of its rivals as the world's largest in production. It's ironic that once, early in the 20th century, the Russians had only Junkers aircraft to fly as transports. Now, they're transporting Junkers, like this veteran Ju-52, inside their giant Ruslan. In 1989, against a backdrop of Canada's majestic western mountains, a lone MiG-29 swept down. It was a time of good feelings. The Cold War was finally beginning to thaw.
And now I think it would be a nice time to welcome all our friends from the Soviet Union who are down at the south end of the field and thank them for bringing this amazing group of airplanes to our air show this year. Let's have a nice round of applause for our entire Soviet delegation.
The star of the show was the massive Russian giant, the AN-225. Weighing in at 215,000 kilos and propelled by 6 D-18T Lesarev turbofans, this is by far the heaviest and most powerful aircraft ever built. The Antonov Design Bureau designed the AN-225 in response to a requirement for a transporter to carry the Soviet version of the space shuttle. It was first seen at the 1989 Paris Air Show, with its counterpart, the Buran, or Blizzard, mounted on top of its massive shoulders. The project was given the Ukrainian name Mriya, for dream. After the Paris Air Show, the AN-225 made a series of goodwill visits intended to increase international awareness and Soviet prestige. One of the first flights was to Air Show Canada, held in Abbotsford, British Columbia. The huge Antonov transport was escorted by 2 MiG-29 fighters. This was the first visit either aircraft had made to North America. The evolution of the AN-225 was remarkable. It first flew just 6 years after the prototype of its predecessor, the AN-124. The actual development time was only 3.5 years from the beginning of studies to the flight of the prototype. And development time of the Soviet monster was drastically reduced by using major sections of the AN-124. Many components are the same, but the AN-225 is a different aircraft. It's altogether larger, with a much greater airlift capability. Anyone who witnesses Antonov's dream in flight will realize that the Mriya is truly the king of the transports.